Okay, let's dive right into this explainer and decode the massive, decadal transformation of ITC Limited. Listen, if you follow the markets, you already know ITC is a total staple. But what's happening under the hood right now? It's nothing short of a fundamental re-architecture of the business. We are looking at a corporate giant going far, far beyond its legacy tobacco roots.
But right off the bat, that brings us to a huge burning question. I mean, how does a structurally sound conglomerate, literally one of the biggest stocks in India, suddenly report a terrifying 72.3% drop in its Q4 FY26 consolidated net profit? You see a headline like that and, well, it can cause panic. But as you know, in the world of financial analysis, things are rarely as simple as a single scary headline.
So we've completely solved the mystery behind this profit drop, and we're going to walk through this roadmap together. We'll uncover the great profit illusion, examine ITC as a defensive dividend compounder, break down the FMCG growth engine, explore their digital-first ecosystem, map out a buy-on consolidation strategy, and wrap up with the final verdict to help build your long-term portfolio.
All right, starting things off with Section 1, the great profit illusion. Let's address the elephant in the room.
Minus 72.3%. Wow, it's an absolute shock to the system, right? A plunge dropping Q4 net profit all the way down to 5,469 crore compared to the previous year. If you were just looking at this isolated metric, you'd probably think the core business was completely collapsing.
But here is the reality check that relieves all that tension. This drop, it's purely an accounting artifact. Think about it like a base effect illusion. Last fiscal year, ITC booked a massive 15,179 crore exceptional gain. Why? Simply from spinning off its asset-heavy hospitality business in a 1-for-10 ITC Hotels vertical split. So that past profit wasn't cash from selling more products, it was a one-time paper gain. The 72% drop you're seeing today is literally just a return to baseline accounting.
And the reality on the ground, it's incredibly robust. If we just focus on continuing operations, the actual business they're running today, top-line sales grew by almost 17% year-on-year to over 23,800 crore. Operating profit is up, and underlying net profit actually grew by over 11% quarter-on-quarter. So the core engine isn't dying at all. Actually, it's accelerating.
Moving on to Section 2, Defensive Dividend Compounder. With that illusion debunked, let's explore our first major portfolio pillar.
For long-term portfolio modeling, this is where ITC truly shines. The crucial point here is that ITC acts as a highly competitive defensive floor compared to traditional fixed deposits. Think about it. Yielding an impressive 4.99%, it completely transforms the conversation. Instead of your capital sitting in a locked-in asset that barely beats inflation, you get a highly competitive alternative to fixed deposits, plus the immense added bonus of long-term equity appreciation.
I mean, just look at these exceptional safety indicators. We're talking about a massive 5% dividend yield, and it's backed by a virtually zero debt balance sheet. Zero. The debt to equity is literally 0.00, supported by total assets of over 937 billion rupees. In a market where high interest rates are just crushing leveraged companies, a high-yielding, zero-debt giant like this is an incredible, high-octane alternative to traditional savings.
Okay, Section 3, the FMCG growth engine. Let's pivot from defense over to offense.
So stripping away those heavy hotel assets has completely revealed this high-return consumer machine. Just look at the mix. Fast-moving consumer goods, or FMCG, now massively dominates the financial pie at over 73%. This isn't some sleepy holding company anymore. It is an aggressive, consumer-facing juggernaut. They've successfully incubated these massive mother brands over the last 2 decades, and it's really paying off.
And here is the magic number, 11%. That is the EBITDA margin achieved in the FMCG Others division, the segment housing huge household names like Aashirvaad, Sunfeast, and Bingo. Operating leverage has finally kicked in, guys. Q4 segment results just surged by 51%. So that 11% EBITDA margin, paired directly with the structural separation of those hotel assets, perfectly positions ITC as a premier, high-return on capital employed consumer play.
Now, of course, we cannot ignore the legacy cash engine. The cigarette division still generates about 78% of total profit before interest and tax. But what's really incredible here is their absolute pricing power. Even when the government shifted from a GST compensation cess to a central excise duty, ITC didn't blink. They implemented perfectly calibrated price hikes, totally offset the taxes, maintained a solid 4 to 5% volume growth, and stopped consumers from trading down to cheaper contraband. It's honestly a masterclass in defending market share.
Let's jump into Section 4, the digital-first ecosystem. It's time to map out a hidden catalyst.
Because listen, this isn't just a physical goods company. They are rapidly integrating AI and building these formidable digital infrastructures. Have you heard of the ITC Mars Super App? It's a phygital ecosystem directly supporting 2.3 million farmers across 11 states. And it even includes an AI-enabled crop doctor for pest detection. Plus, on the enterprise side, their subsidiary ITC Infotech is driving global cloud migrations using agentic AI toolsets across 43 countries. They are deeply embedded in the digital supply chain of the future.
All right, Section 5, Buy on Consolidation Strategy. We've covered the why, so let's talk about the when and look at the actionable setup.
Moving over to the technicals, let's build out this strategy. If we look at the weekly time frame here, the stock is clearly in this neutral, base-building phase. It's just consolidating right around that 291 rupee level. This sideways movement, especially after digesting all that demerger volatility we talked about, presents a really fleeting window of opportunity before we see an anticipated volume recovery.
So here's your technical roadmap. Technical chart patterns show immediate support sitting right in that 285 to 288 zone, specifically tracking 287 rupees as your key accumulation area. If things dip further, we've got a deep macro base building floor at 275 rupees. Accumulating the stock near these key support levels, right ahead of the anticipated volume recovery and future value unlocking catalysts from its digital-first FMCG portfolios, well, it offers a highly compelling risk-reward profile. Once it clears 310, we're looking at a swift swing target of 325.
Finally, Section 6, the final verdict. Let's bring all these data points together.
All the data leads us to one firm conclusion. ITC is a classic value compounding investment. It's trading at an attractive 17.5 PE ratio, which is a massive discount compared to peers like Hindustan Unilever or Nestle. And here's a fun dynamic. Foreign institutional investors are often structurally constrained from buying it because of strict ESG mandates around tobacco. But domestic institutional investors, they get the reality. DIIs have expanded their stake to over 49%, aggressively buying up this heavily discounted, cash-rich, debt-free transformation.
So, I want to leave you with this to ponder. With a 5% dividend floor, massive consumer margins, and a much leaner post-demerger structure, is the broader market simply lagging behind ITC's new reality? The numbers certainly seem to shout yes. Keep staying curious, keep digging into the data with us, and definitely let us know which stock should we analyze in our next explainer.